the first 5 minutes.
You don't want to lose the lanes this badly. Look at Sky CS compared to the Storms. 29 versus 11. They were neck and neck at one point.
This looks to be the reason why they're rotating up. So Faith Beyond as well as Innocence looking towards Weeha. Weeha has been very cocky in this mid lane, going over the river, and this is that kind of moment they're all waiting for. Faith runs in, they'll get an easy crush. Innocence to help out with the Wisp Spirits. Blink the Storm Spirit! The Mystic Fire! Weeha! He burned the Retina out of Blink! And now it's a 1-1 trade-off, but that was a heavy rotation for Wings. The time committed for that. And it's still a 1-1, the mid for mid. Feels like he's got an opening here. While Resolution was farming the camp, the Dire Observer Ward still sees quite nicely. Radiant Ops and Sentry is too far away. Now Ice moves over. Oh, what's the hook? Actually threads the DC needle, and they have to turn with a rod. Ice stunned up. He'll deny himself with the rod. Sasa, he's away. Back behind the T1 tower. Still a couple of stick charges up his sleeve. Resolution also with Time Walk and stick charges. They'll back up as far as they can. But Resolution, the ball slap under the tree line. And the glaive is not enough damage. But it is! The last word was had by Wings. Misery's coming up for some deep revenge. He needs to find him in the tree lines. Shadow starts his TP out. Innocence does not have the man to do so. Misery gonna loop around the tree line, try and lock him in, but then to tether away the creep wave, avoiding the Luminate as well. He gets out.
Global Silence coming off cooldown in just 10 seconds time. We in very, very deep.
Faith doesn't have vision of him. Now he will. Blink crush. Soul Spirit jumps forward. Skyrad's made. No real defensive abilities. Resolution. He time warped in like he was about to go for the Chronosphere and then pulled out.
I have to applaud Wings again for taking all these fights outside of DC's vision. They do have a ward in this mid lane
coming over. That Observer was Z's face. Ice still on the back lines, ready to be that saving grace. Blink crush. Misery now hooked down. Does he have enough damage? Resolution, no mana for a Chrono, and the Global Silence. They can't respond now, DC. Literally, mute button's been pressed. Wings, they will be forced out. There's moves on the front lines to go back up to the hillside of the Radiant jungle. But they're still surrounding that mid T1 town, but not for long.
Again, right as Global Silence is about to come off cooldown.
They want to defend bottom. The recall already came in. Weeha was brought in. Blink in the neighborhood. There's your first crush. Is there help with the blinding light? Yeah, there is. Double TPs, but Global Silence again causing problems. Misery will arrive at Faith. He's in way too deep. The double crush, but Steel Mystic Flare will find the kill. Eyesight, he's trapped. The creep is locking him in the tree line. He can't escape. The Illuminate will help get the kill. But it goes to Weeha. As Wings forced the issue a little too hard under the tier 1.
They expected a relocate coming right there. Faith went in. He got what's going on.
Well, that's why they've already moved to the Dire side of the river.
They need to set up wards over here. And this T2 tower is going to go down unless Wings come over there, but no one's in sight.
Well, they still have a relocate, but Io is probably the closest of any of these heroes. Like, he can drag Shadow up. And that's all. Chronosphere now on Faith. TPs begin. Global Silence once again making it difficult for DC to get the instant kill. But now he's giving forward. Faith just explodes. They're going to have more damage from Weeha can get that ulti down. He can't. Now he can. But it's all being chained up. Wings together, holding hands. But they make time together. Just as they fought. Lewis goes underneath the tower. Chains away. Wings, they buy back on Faith. They need a good crush out from him. Blink is off cooldown. He'll find Sasuke over in the tree line, so he'll take a fall too. I will grab that with a denial of tower. So a costly fight for Wings.
So he can get out of the punch hook protection.
Oh, the smoke. Wings had Knobs ward up. ISIS will break it. Do they want to go on him? Roshan's not dead yet. They put the Timbersaw on the front lines. Digital Chaos trying to find that quick opening. Shadows nearby. There is no Global Silence in trouble. Blink is down. He'll commit suicide with a blood turn. He'll be back in 10 seconds, but 10 seconds may be too long. Shadow will go down. Innocent's attempted relocate will fail. He didn't get him out in time.
They can hook out the Wisp, though. They can hook out the Wisp. That's the only play that I think they have to perhaps save him.
Eyesight standing too far away. Now he's going to come down close enough to it. Innocence, the sun's there. Eyesight holds the hook. Instead, they may try and contest Roshan. Storm Spirit, very easy to jump in, but the Observer Wards up for both Gaia and Radiant on the cliff sides of Roshan. Here comes your first goal. They drag you up. They've not the ground to the 3-man. Resolution! He hit the body low right here. Chain forward. Wings, where's your extra damage? Resolution will keep chasing down after him. The Eels are up, keeping Faith out of it. And move. Still with eyesight. They're going to go on Faith first. He'll drop down. And they get them all. Wings. They had 5 feet. Time to fight 2. 10 to the
Radiant's top tower.
Yeah, Blink is walking so far over that he can just jump, and yep, there she goes into the tree line. Number one, but the seal is up. Your Scepter will dispel it. Global silence for Resolution. Drops the Chronosphere. They wait for him to hit the ground and then burn him in the light.
They knew that smoke was coming, but he didn't jump that far. I'm surprised he actually went to the right side instead of left where the rest of his team was.
It was just the TP being on cooldown. Maybe he felt like he had to jump all the way to the tier 3 tower, but he had to close the distance to do that.
Perhaps, but if you just go to the left side, you have the observer ward there. You can hide, pop the smoke.
Innocent. Oh, Weeha! Blink in, you'll step to the crush! Hits on ball! They look out, Resolution! Almost back to tier 4 tower! He'll time walk down up the fourth up, Misery trying to save it! The Aegis, he wanted to trigger, so Weeha back up again! And they're gonna burn down the Slaughter! The assault into the base. Ice can't keep the fight going for Wings. Unable to latch that.
It can get a lot easier once next daytime hits.
Oh, the observer ward. They see Blink. He's walking straight into Misery. The stuns, the Mystic Flares. You'll step her up. Is there a relocate save? Yeah. No! Innocence! It's like he grabbed onto him, but not strong enough to pull him through the void. And now he's coming back in 3, 2, 1. And goodbye, Innocence. He'll spend his money before death, both mech recipe as well as bucket recipe.
The Sorcerer has died 7 times this game. We is just crushing him at every turn.
May actually be on 1 Bloodstone charge soon. He's down to 3 Bloodstone charges on this Storm Spirit. Oof. And now he's building an item which you normally get when you have momentum. He's going back into the Orchid after Bloodstone and Yules. While Paul in the jungle, Ice at Mystic Flare doing some work. He'll survive. The Glimmer Cape keeps him invis. And Faith looking for the crush, but he missed it now. Resolution. They already found one. Weeha is caught inside the Chronosphere. Trying to kill the Slaughter. Shadow will move over. Can they find the kill? Yules up from Slaughter. He'll go again up and towards the air. Shadow still wants his kill over on Weeha. Faith will drop in the meantime with the Rod of Atos. The curse. It should be enough with the Yule Scepter. The spell. Shadow's running out of mana. The blink out. Weeha keeps going restless for the time up there. A double kill for Moon. And Wings tied it to the end of the earth in a stiff breeze.
Another phenomenal play coming out from Wings.
The first to claim the full set of racks on top. Fortification from Wings is slowing this fight down. Ice still looking for a good angle. Blink jumps in. They don't have the opening just yet. The smoke, the hog. It actually drags the Slaughter out of his trust. They still know they got more than multicast. Blink falls up down outside the Chrono. Someone's recorded have an instant. He can't pull it back in time. They'll have to hold in. They have to back up the tier 4 towers. DC, they're rampaging on. Remember objective-based gaming for GG. Wings will call it. DC take game number 1 of the TI6 Grand Final against Wings. The boys went all the way through the winner's bracket.
Jeez. We is insane on that Skywrath Mage. And again, the early game over for Misery. You can still feel the effects of his first 5 minutes.
It's the confidence of DC to go for a left field pick like that. Ice locked up to start with. It's the ensnare. They're still dealing a lot of damage. Now also, Ice and Sensory Wards, both of them being dropped at the same time. Disruption is up here, but the 3-man crush from Faith Beyond. Ice one more attack. There it is. The Shadow Demon Poison will reach it. It's staring at the Slaughter 2. They can make it a 2-for, and they do. Digital Chaos. They couldn't find the time to inflict the damage before, but this time they found it.
Maybe it helps him a decent bit, however.
Stuxer, scouted out, moving over. He starts with the poison, still got disruption available. Weeha, hard to hit that arrow, so he leaps over to try and hit the arrow. Maybe just a starfall. Pyrostrike from my side, dropping that SD low with a cold snap. It's Weeha who finds the first kill. The Sand King will get revenge, however, into the SD. We'll have to back away as Slaughter rotates over. The crush to Wee, but Ice has no interest in being involved in this.
Still suffering on the mana front. They're not really getting too much value out.
This top tower, support's on the way in the form of Innocence, heading to the top lane. Q1 town, there's no fortification, so Faith actually just running himself in. They've still got disruption as well as, and well, snares on cooldown for 2 more seconds. The TP, his space is void, Chrono is available. They're going to be careful in DC, the Chrono catching something, there's also a Resolution. The Sunstrike will help them. They take 1, they take 2, they move to Resolution. Time locking him up, the Crush still on cooldown, actually no mana. Resolution will steal the damage. This stops the face void from finding the kill. Resolution, he's walking out of here. And he gets away under the cover of the Moonlight Shadow.
At least Misery got the tower there. Expertly baited by the Slaughter. He forced him to go on top of him.
So far, with the Observer Ward up from Wings, they do have good vision. They realize both Suxer as well as Misery on the backline. Space looking for the perfect blink. Chronosphere. It hits on the SD. The Crush. No song with the Siren out. They already get the kill on the SD. Misery holding that ultimate while Resolution seals the damage face. Away with the Fortune. Then Resolution wants to keep fighting here. The Slaughter. There's the time lock. Song of the Siren. Hold the fun. But wait for it. It will be released as the arrow flies in. Who's the connect on the Slaughter down instantly. Burrow strike up into the epicenter. DC. The damage. The Vanderbilt out this moment. Ice. No Resolution. Kiting with the plasma field. Blink will finally arrive. With the Deafening Blast pushing DC back. Call Snap moving a little bit too deep. Time lock as well. They bring down Moo. As he is forced back almost up to the tier 1 towers. The Sunstrike looking for a target. A little too early, however. The fresh Blink Dagger on Wings. This time it's on Shadow. They smoke up and they look for an opening on DC. The Observer Watch tells them everything they need to know. Burrow strike down. Suxer gets popped by the Invoker Sunstrike, and then the Blink double cross. The corner. They'll catch out to Misery. The song comes out. The beautiful tones. At least beautiful for DC. The arrow will hit perfectly on Shadow, but Ice, they're trying to keep up. Where's that 4-star forward? They don't have it. They look down into the tree line. They find Misery. Can't get out.
What a perfect time for a smoke, and I think if you trade Song for Chrono, it's actually pretty good for Wings because now they can do road.
Well, they headed down for Roshan instead. The Naga Illusions are on their way. It's smoke-covered Wings moving up to the Ancients. Weeha comes in the middle of a Burrow strike up. They find Resolution Crush as well. Can they kill off Weeha? No, the leap out. He'll get the style for Oracle. Purifies it with the flames once again. And it's Resolution bashed up. The fight split into two different parts. Ice will down the backline for the Chronosphere. Sunstrike's coming in. The damage isn't enough. Disruption. Suxer tries to keep his core alive as Resolution runs away. But now with the time dilation, Tornado and caught him. Thanks to the crush from Faith Beyond. Resolution moves down the ball. Time for the back from Shadow, who finds the secondary one in the Naga. Suxer, he needs to get out. The damage is horrible. Sunstrike, no! He was drawn to the light, but you do not walk towards the light.
Oh man, the crowd goes wild as Wings.
It's all about Wings getting the damage, and before DC can respond, they don't have Song with the Siren. Misery's moving over. That's on cooldown for another half a minute, and then they actually find Moo into the epicenter. He'll try the bottom lane. The mech is not enough. The arrow will connect on Shadow. Weeha, he jumps in. He needs double damage right now, but it's not there. Shadow time walks all up, and he's actually in the perfect position with the Burrow from my side. They catch out Weeha. Sentry's dying underneath the tower. They can't keep the vision up. Moonlight Shadow helping him to escape, but Suxer will not be so lucky. The arrow will connect again. The DC, they lose 3 heroes trying to contest Wings on Roshan.
DC are imploding at this point, and Wings just played so carefully around that Roshan respawn the way, but they were just far too spread out, unexpecting Wings from to come around from behind.
Oh, the Blade Chrono! Resolution pop, amplifying the Sunstrike. They need more damage. The Burrow Strike's gonna do it. Combining it with the Cross. There's no Resolution. Moo will go down too. This will be it for DC. They've lost so much. They want to keep fighting. Misery. He'll go down as well. GG.
They thought
Wings will do it.
They thought they had the Faceless Voice counter with the first big Naga Siren to put this insane amount of stuns from coming out from Wings. Their excellent team play. The Farmon Blink. Oh my god, did it come together at the perfect moment.
Well, at least we get one of the dreams. There's a guaranteed 4 games here in the grand final. But Digital Chaos, there was a lot of smiles going into the end of the draft of game 1. And now